Hey guys, this is the seventh day of the Bible Advent calendar. I'm really happy to see you guys today. I just had church service during the day. I went home. There is my friend who just changed my hairstyle. Her name is Esther. I love her. And she's actually the friend I actually got to reread my church service notes with. And I just wanted to share with you not necessarily a verse, but I would be honest with you guys. It's more of a mindset and a realization that I think a lot of Christians forget. Um, they forget about the fact that God really has a heart, has feelings, and genuinely is concerned by things too. A lot of times we rely on God for a lot of things. I mean, like if you read Matthew 6, you can definitely understand that He will always be there for us and He will always make sure that we do not lack a thing, especially if we put the kingdom of heaven first. And the putting first the kingdom of heaven is making sure that you take care of your spirit, that you never do anything that will separate you from Him, so that you actually protect your actual salvation, right? The only thing is, that is like the bare minimum, but with all the rest that He will surely give you, do you actually think about what God actually might want from you? A lot of people forget, but the Bible is actually the master plan from God to actually regain humanity, to actually be reconnected to humanity. You can actually see from Genesis that there has been a time where sin separated us from Him. And right now, as His daughter, I don't want to be a baby. A lot of times when babies, they are born, they cry, they eat, they just want to be taken care of. But when you start to be mature, you start to see reality, and you see your parent, and you actually want to help your parent, right? If you love them, especially when you see them give their life for you guys. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm able to do that physically for my own. So how comes I would actually ignore God in His will to actually save His children? If He can use you to save one more soul, because He actually wants that more than anything in this universe, why do you need to put your worries that He will take care of? He will take care of. Why do you put anything else before God's heart? I'm not saying that a lot of people think that putting God first means that you need to live a life that doesn't align with who you are. I think people confuse striving to be a better version of yourself, because changing in general is very painful. If you do it with a sincere heart, it will never be easy, no matter if you're a Christian or not. But people take that and actually twist it by thinking when you actually are a Christian, when you take God seriously in your life, it's a form of sacrifice, dying to yourself, yes, but in a negative way, and it's all for Him and nothing for you. You guys need to understand that everything, even when God asks you to do something, He will always think about your well-being in doing so. When you're doing God's work, when you meditate His word, the first person who is saved is yourself. Don't get it twisted. And a lot of times we actually act as if we do things for God. You have to remember that He enables you to actually live and actually be saved by actually doing the things that He wants you to do for your own good. But on top of it, every single time you choose to take care of yourself, you also love God. Every single time you choose to do what's right according to Him, you also love God, because by loving yourself, you love God who loves you. So sometimes, if you don't want to do it for yourself, at least do it for your Father. At least do it for God. And I know that sometimes people don't have a really nice relationship with a physical father. I'm telling you guys, do not cast all of your physical relationship with your dad or any kind of parental figure that you have on God, because He's the very one parent that will not let you down and who has never let you down. And a lot of people ignore the fact that there is duality in the spiritual realm. God never woke up and actually planned on your downfall. Things that happen to you is the results of the spiritual warfare going on. There are the evil side, and the part is actually trying to actually wake you up to the reality of the fact that This life is a war, but not because God woke up for this war. It's actually the situation we were born into, and now He's given us all the tools to win this thing. Do you understand? And the book of Revelation, all the book of the Bible, especially the New Testament, is actually giving us all the tools to actually go out there and be the best versions of ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for God, obviously, but the people that whom we love. But if you don't, let's say you don't even want all of that, at least if you love God, if you just are a child who's just grateful to have Him by your side, guys, at least do it for Him. If you don't want to live for yourself, if you don't want to do right for yourself, like for you, at least do it for the one who loves you. Okay? So yeah, God has feelings, and don't ignore them. It's not because you can't see Him that you can't feel Him. Okay? Oxygen is very real, guys. People actually sell oxygen today. Okay? You know that right now, let's say if you had to pay to breathe, guys, a lot of you guys would not afford life. So He gives that to you for free. Make sure that you never forget that the very presence that enabled you to even watch this video today is just asking you to acknowledge the fact that He's by your side. Please at least try to care, or at least pray that so that you could care. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you today, and this is the 7th day of the Bible Advent Calendar for this 2025 Christmas edition, and that's me, Oceane, here to serve. And as I always say, never forget to mind your business, drink your water, the physical one and the spiritual one, eat your vegetables, especially the green ones, and never forget to pray. Okay, I see you in the next one. Bye.